plane, everything been fine. Type of time I'm on, that's divine. Homie, all I know is get mine. That's just how I roll in this life. I've been begging for across the state lines. I've been on that water in the daytime. I've been getting to that money, baby, late night. I just do what I want, it's a great life. Great life, great life, it's a great life. It's a great life, it's a great life, it's a great life. It's a great life, it's a great life, it's a great life. It's a great life, it's a great life, it's a great life. No brakes, it's a green light. Ducked off, not trying to be seen like. Trying to come up on another scheme, right? Trying not to be bothered in the meantime. I'm not trying to be rude. They don't understand, I just need a little room. They don't understand that I love what I do. Toes in the sand where the water's so blue. I've been on the island you can't find on the map. You can search all day, you don't know where I'm at. I got so damn high till I fell face flat. Can you see this view, babe? This shit slaps. You wanna be where I'm at? Great life, great life. It's a 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 great life. I just do what I want. It's a great life. How can I complain? Everything been fine. Type of time I'm on, that's divine. Homie, all I know is get mine. That's just how I roll in this life. I've been begging for across the state lines. I've been on that water in the daytime. I've been getting to that money, baby, late night. I just do what I want, it's a great life.
So much, my eyes are infrared. Crows don't bring me gifts after the fed. Got a graveyard full of broken teeth. My shipwreck on the wreck and free. I'm just my job, my device. If anyone's watching, I just blame.
I told myself you couldn't hurt me.
Not that smart. Guess I'm just not that complex. Guess I just don't feel anything if you're not sucking blood up from my teeth. Just take my heart. Guess I'm just out of context. Guess I just won't feel anything till you're back sucking blood up from my teeth.
Stomach to let my only
myself, you couldn't hurt me, no.
Yeah. Whoa!
They
Whoa.
still can't hear us.
Can they not hear us?
No.
No, they should be able to.
Oh,
they're unmuted. I click the buttons. They should be. Everything should be
Damn,
fine.
you're fast as fuck,
dude.
boy.
You know I got the mouse skills. That's
Fast
what I do.
as
I got
fuck,
the
boy.
not mouth skills, mouse skills.
Uh-huh. That's not what I heard.
Not to be confused with.
Oh man,
Grizzly, can you hear us? Is everything working? Are we too loud?
does
Are we too
everything sound
quiet?
good?
What's going on, dude? What's up, man? How's it going? What do we? You tell us. Tell us what we need. I haven't done this in 38 years.
Yes.
So I don't know what I'm doing.
So we had two openers today. Zach Smith, who is on tour with Demon Jones. We just saw him a couple weeks ago. Super cool dude. Highly suggest checking him out. The other one is Pink Hendrick and Samantha Allen. Guess I'm Not That Smart is the name of the song.
Great.
Fantastic, guys. Like, Sam,
That
Mr.
was
Pink, if you come to see this live stream, fucking incredible.
that was the first time I have seen that video. Chris sent it to me when it first came out, and then you guys know me. Anybody that's here that knows me from Instagram knows I'm terrible at it just comes through the inbox. I'm like, nice, I need to check that out, and then the second I leave the inbox, it's gone. So the first time I had seen it too, and it's like that. It's like the other. It's like any other Samantha Allen thing.
Couple good years was
dude,
another. It just kept building.
There it is.
And building and building
Dude,
and building.
the
like,
build-ups.
Oh my god.
And then this one just at one point just turned into a full-blown metal song.
Yeah.
Like what was that?
I didn't know he could scream like that.
Dude, that
shit was insane.
Who did the guitars? Who did all the stuff in this?
Talking to Samantha, he did all of the instrumentation.
I can only assume it was probably programmed drums, which is fine. Maybe same setup that like the E drums with the thing or whatever.
So
but
I think she said it was him and his brother or something. There was one instrument that somebody else came in for.
okay,
But
That
other than that, it's pretty much all him.
dude, the composition,
Fucking Jesus.
really really nice, man.
Yeah.
Really nice. That was insane. Yeah. So, Grizzly, bring all your friends. Tell everybody to show up.
Yeah, if you guys are here, leave a like. Okay.
Yeah.
Get the video rolling here.
I want to
Invite
give
your
everybody
friends.
a few minutes to show
Yeah.
up. I know it's Halloween. Actually, my roommate is doing the trick or treaters thing tonight. I bought this is the house to be at. We got.
Dude, I saw the Capri Suns.
Dude.
Loaded by the door. I'm like, dude, let's go.
Dude, we got full-size candy bars, we got bags of chips, and we got Capri Suns to hand out to the trick-or-treaters here.
Yeah.
So if you're in Casper and you're out trick-or-treating and you happen to be watching this on your cell phone or whatever, come through the neighborhood. If you know where I'm at, you know who I am, come through the neighborhood. If you don't know who I am or where I'm at, send me an Instagram
Right.
and I'll let you know an address.
Jessica, what's up?
Oh, we
Thanks
got
for
someone else.
jumping in
Oh,
the
what
chat.
up? What up, Jess? Oh, she's here. Nice. Jessica's in Casper. She doesn't
Oh,
have
yeah?
any. She doesn't have any kids to bring to trick or treating, but she.
Dude,
Yeah.
you mentioned Capri Sun. Jose will be here. Okay, fucking that boy will show up.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'm the only house on the block, maybe in the neighborhood, handing out Capri Suns. Okay, but I do
probably
have
in
them.
Casper.
I do have them. They are here, and I'm handing them out. So
Oh shit.
that's awesome, dude.
Oh, well, how have you guys been? We've been very busy. As you can see, the studio, we're now on the opposite side of where we were again, and the walls are in shambles. Okay,
There's nothing
we've
on
been
them.
very busy. Okay, and we would love to tell you what we've been busy with, but a lot of this has to remain a little under wraps here. Okay, we got a lot of new bands. We do have some old bands that we're working with.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
putting out new content. So we have a lot of shit just in the works is the big thing. We have some people who have expressed immense interest in coming in and recording, and we are waiting for them to actually do so.
We're
So we're in multiple stages.
and it's tough right now because the studio is like half sized, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
We're in the small room. I got new monitors. I think I put a post on Patreon over the summer. Was it this summer? Yeah, it had to have been. When I got these new monitors. These new monitors don't work in this tiny little room. They're huge. They're huge. They're like professional grade, like actual real
It's a
studio
big
monitors.
step up.
Like
yeah.
and in this little itty bitty room with all these reflections, some music actually sounds like shit on them. It's interesting
That's
because
crazy.
they're designed to work in a professional space, and this is definitely not that. so it's weird having like this setup. Like we can do recordings right now, but most of the recordings that we do them on $100 headphones right now because our $1,000 studio monitors that we bought don't actually work in this room. When you buy, what's going on? Oh, there's a bug.
There's a moth. Bro.
Oh my God, it's a big one.
It's
oh my
Mothman.
God. Oh my God.
He's out to get us.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna get him. Yeah. So turns out we can still do recordings in here, but it's been one of those things where we're under major renovations right now. That room is about to get crazy. That room's gonna be awesome here in like probably I don't know next couple months. I would say
end of winter.
Yeah. Like it's a winter project for sure.
And we also have some other stuff outside the studio that we're working on. I may or may not have acquired a Honda that may or may not get cut in half and then turned into a race car. So we have that going on. I have Old Blue. Like I've been filming for that, and it's been fun. It's been very, very busy, but it's been fun.
Yeah. It's been it's been productive. That's the best. That's the biggest thing is it's been productive. Yeah. So.
And then Grizzly, hey man, I hope your surgery goes well. You know, the last one seemed to win okay. But yeah, if you guys are here, be sure to send Grizzlies your thoughts and prayers and stuff.
Yeah,
he's going in for not fun surgery. Okay, so
some pretty serious stuff going on. That's kind of wild, man. But yeah, all the best to you, bud. I don't know. You said I don't know. I don't remember when he said it was. I talked to him recently, and he told me when he was going in. But regardless, either way.
So, the reason we have all gathered you here tonight is, number one, it's been a while. We've been wanting to catch up. And number two, a band that we have been working with just released their first music video.
They did.
They have their first EP done, and they're tentatively talking about releasing it beginning of next year. Carp King is the name of the band here in town. And these boys have been very hard at work.
Very. They have worked very diligently over the last literally 12 months. Yeah. This has been 12 months in the making. This EP started, I think it started technically last March. Last March. So it's been over a year in the making for the EP. And then this first music video, I mean, we've had the idea for it for a long time. And then, we've been talking with them about the idea for a long time, and then we got together and storyboarded everything, and it was like, all right, this is how it's going to be put together. Yeah, this is how it's going to go.
So Matt put all the work in on the front end, getting it recorded, and now it's my turn to put in the work.
Yep.
You know,
and that's where it took us a year to get their songs to a point where they were I don't even know how to put it. What's the term? Like a legible song where it's
polished.
Yeah, where you have actual parts
polished,
and there's a direction. You know, it's not just a bunch of random music clips put together. It's there's actual riffs and it circulates.
There are some bands in here that have some songs that just didn't you just play that song 3 songs ago?
Dude,
it's a completely different song. Okay,
it is a plague in Casper. I don't know how many shows I've been to where I'm standing in the crowd and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is the same song. Haven't they been playing this for 9 minutes?
My favorite one, right, is when a local band goes up and they play. I'm like, okay, well that was cool. All right. The next band goes up and you're like, wait, didn't the last band play that song? They just all sound the same.
Yeah, you're like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure they're all playing the same. They already did this one.
Yeah.
The last band
did this one, dude. What are you doing?
You play your own song. Play something you guys know. And turns out that's kind of a lost.
It's their originals, but they all.
That is a dying art in Casper, is playing something original and unique. So these guys,
writing in general.
I feel like the guitars in Carp King are very well written, and they're super unique in a sense that they don't conform to anything. They're kind of just I don't know. You'll have to watch and see. But
sections of this music video that the guitars just slap harder than an alcoholic stepdad. Okay, it's just fucking goddamn.
There really are, and when we were working through the EP and going through the recording process. Go ahead.
Let's talk because we're gonna watch the music video with you guys tonight.
I was trying to give people time to show up. It's only been 20 minutes, so I'm trying to I understand people are busy tonight. Again, we said it in the short. It's Halloween. We're on rotation duty in here for trick or treaters. Alex is out there doing the thing. We got Halloween videos playing in the living room. I get it. So I just want to try and give people a chance to show up. So we will get to the video, but yeah.
But we'll watch the video and then we'll go through and talk about the making of the video, because if you guys really like these guys, you guys are going to be their day one fans. And just like me,
hey, that's a really good
as
point.
a day one fan of anything that I've liked, I always like to go, oh, hey, did you know that during the filming of blah, 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 blah.
That's a really, really good point.
I would like to do that. Now, you were talking about studio stuff with the EP.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that before we get into the video. What was it like to record with these guys? I mean, was it writing and recording at the same time, or was it they wrote it, came in to record, and you're like, well, that's
exactly what it was. So that I think that's why it took longer to get the EP done.
Yeah.
Basically, when they came into the studio, they were at a point where they wanted to be a band. Like they were like, we're gonna make this thing happen, and like we get together regularly already. They had these little portions of songs, these little riffs and these little groove parts where it was like the drums and the guitars had this cool thing going on, but then it kind of just, we either repeat that or it dies off and we don't really know how to connect it to the next thing. So essentially they came in and it was just writing an entire EP. So we came in and had to develop, like, well, they came in and had to develop like the guitar parts. Okay, cool. So you have this. What can you do that's like related to this? Do you have any other things that you've been working on that sound like this, that are maybe in the same key? Well, I have this thing that I've been kind of working on, and it's like that thing actually works pretty well. So what if we did like this guitar part and then did that for a few, and then maybe did like this gap where the drums do this cool little bitty thing, and then we switch into that thing that you're writing and do that for a couple, and then it's like a new part, and we can kind of, and so it was literally an entire, like, it
was a writing session and recording
A to Z, like as like textbook what you would think like a professional band goes into a studio to do the thing. Like they live in the studio and they spend their entire days there, and like they're working on. We pretty much did that. Damn. They all live in town, so it was like they didn't have to like buy rooms here. But it was like any opportunity that they had where everyone had some time, it was like we're gonna get in the studio and we're gonna make it happen. And I think that's really like it kind of shows in the recordings. It really is what it takes to make it work. You have to be ready to, and I think I can't verify, I can't like speak for the other guys in the band, like all the members in the band or whatever, but I think there was a lot of conversations with their significant others about like, hey, so I'm gonna record an EP and we're on studio time here and we need to be there. When I get the call, we got to be there. Like that. That's it. I'm going. Yep. And seems like they really they showed up for that. So I think it turned out in the mix. Like I think the mix turned out really good.
Now, what would you say was like the hardest part? Because you guys were writing and recording at the same
Teaching
time.
Jason how to play guitar. What?
What? Who's Jason?
Yeah.
No,
that's just been a struggle my entire life. That's my whole.
So was it really the hardest, like getting the instrument, or was it more writing lyrics? Because I feel for me, the instruments kind of come a little easier than writing lyrics.
Yeah. So actually, there were several nights after we got the music all recorded, and they had like the tracks like laid down.
Yeah.
We had all the music, and it was like a rough mix or whatever, but good enough that we could kind of work through it. And same thing with the guitar parts. They had like portions of lyrics that they were all kind of working on, and so it got to a section where it got to a point where it was like, okay, we have these songs done. We need to figure out what the words are going to be. So it's not in here. It's at their place or whatever, but they took it back. But yeah. We went out and did the like the typical producer thing. I made them go out and get a giant notepad basically, and we all sat in here and I helped them write out the lyrics for the song. Like we started with like a group, like a consensus of what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, let's start out with these few lines, and then what? And I just sat here with a big and a Sharpie, a big fat Sharpie, and just sat here with big board in my lap, you know, and just, okay, let's go. Like, what's the next thing? And so, again, like when I say it was like the A to Z process, we went through every single step you think that a musician would go through in a studio. They're not supposed to, by the way. This is not, you're supposed to come into a studio and go, we got everything done, rehearsed, all you got to do is hit record and stop. And then you know, press the album. No, it doesn't go that way. It never goes that way.
We're also a very new and young studio, so we take what we can get.
Yeah, and honestly, they're pretty cool dudes. Turns out they're pretty cool dudes, and I have no problem with working with people. That the cool thing is, a couple of the members have a reputation for being a little stubborn, and it was really cool to have them in the studio and get to a point where they let me just kind of take full control. It was kind of like, hey. Again, it happens with a lot of bands. They come in and they want to bring in their amps and their pedals, and because they have a sound live. That's how they sound live. And you know what? The sound live is probably awesome. Coming through an Orange 212, through all these effects pedals, through this cool amp, probably sounds great live. I can't replicate that with a microphone. I can't. I literally don't have the skills to do that. What I do have are digital
technology.
I have digital emulations on my computer of that exact same rig from the same era with the same speakers and the same exact pedals that you're using that we can emulate on the computer without any of that.
Yeah.
And it will sound way closer to what that does than what I can do with a microphone.
Yeah.
So once we hit this wall where we couldn't get the sound we wanted out of the guitars, we couldn't make them big. And I kind of told him, I was like, well, when I do the record stuff, because, you know, that's my band.
Yeah.
When I do the record stuff, it's all digital.
Just plug it in.
Drums are digital, guitars are digital, bass is digital, vocals have fucking all sorts of reverbs and effects and doubles and choruses and all sorts. I mean, listen to any radio song. That's how they do them.
That's what it is, yeah.
So they finally kind of were like, I showed them a couple test runs. I was like, what do you play? You know, and set up their emulations. And I think the lead guitar player was the first one, and that's always the toughest because I understand lead guitar players and their tones, man. I get it. I am also a lead guitar player in a band. I play lead guitar in records, you know what I mean? So, like, I understand when it comes to your tone, you have your sound, but we can get so close. And honestly, it might even be inspiring you to do something a little bit different that might sound better for the record.
Yep.
So you go through a couple test runs, and you kind of look back after you get some sounds pulled up, and you see them kind of like,
damn,
you know, that's sounds pretty damn good. And so once you get them convinced of that, then it's kind of like, okay, look, I know what I'm doing. I know how to do the little clicky clackies, so let me do it and we'll make a good sound. You just have to let go of your pride sometimes. You're very proud of your rig, and I get that. You probably spent thousands of dollars on it. There are thousands of dollars hanging around this room that you guys can't see right now, right in front of us. There's thousands of dollars on the wall. And I get the pride thing, but at the end of the day, if somebody's been doing something for a long time and they have an idea of how to do it, your best option is to go in there and just go, how do you do it? What do we do? Tell me what to do. And when he goes, plug into this single thing, this little tiny digital stupid, it doesn't, you just go, okay. And you plug it in, and then 30 seconds later, you have this junk, 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 junk coming out of the chuggy chug coming out of the speakers, and you're like, cool, we're done. That works. Like,
by the way, Grizzly, thanks again, and you don't need to donate.
Hey, stop.
Okay.
Grizzly, stop. I haven't been watching the chat, but stop, dude.
As far as reactions tonight, we may not. Well, we'll see what time we have, but
yeah, I don't...
Hillbilly Reacts, what's up? Hope you're doing good,
dude.
bro.
HBR at the dude. Wow. Oh yes, dude. See, this is what I wanted. Like, it's been a long time, man.
Throwback from back in the day.
I forget,
bro.
dude. I forget. Hope you all are doing good, man. I gotta say, life really ain't bad.
Yeah.
If you follow me on Instagram, dude, I had probably one of the best summers of my life this summer, to be honest. Yeah. And you know, it has its downfalls. There are certain things, obviously, but overall, man, I feel like I'm doing pretty damn good. I feel very comfortable where I'm at.
Been in the hospital for 2 weeks for a bad car accident, but I got a smile. God damn, bro. Well, I'm glad you're still with us, bro. Like,
what?
That shit's crazy.
Was it? Did someone hit you in a car? What happened, dude? You got to tell us now. I'm interested.
And Grizzly says no.
I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said no to. Oh, no to the sending donations. Stop. Yeah, you stop doing it. You've done. Come on, man. We're not even doing. I'm sitting here. We're not even doing anything.
The recording process was it was long. It was good.
Like I said. One of the longer projects I think I've ever taken on in this studio. It was like, but the cool thing is,
can you tell the people? I don't know if you've had this conversation with the band. But can you tell them how many songs are going to be on the first EP?
I haven't had that conversation, but I think I could probably take executive action on that. I think I could probably
fair enough.
I don't really think it makes a difference.
We own it until it's done.
I
so.
literally I own the copyrights right now, so and they're all aware of that, and so I have this convenient delete key on my keyboard that I could that holds all of the power.
Whoops.
All of the power in the world is just harnessed in this one little key, and it's so great. It's going to be a 5-song EP.
Okay.
We're like you said earlier, we're a young studio, so 5-song EPs are kind of like I do more than that for my own band because I have all the time in the world to work on it. But when it comes to working on somebody else's shit, and they're on, time is money.
Yeah.
We agree on a price, and within that price is not necessarily agreed upon contract for dates, but it is there's an understood time frame where it's like I'm not going to take 12 months to produce your record. Sorry, Carp King. But it turned out great. And again, it was a completely different undertaking there. But for the most part, I like to, when I'm taking on bands here, I like to try 5. Just because I feel like that's where my workload's at right now. With my, I'm still a blue collar guy. I work 40 hours a week like you do, sometimes more than 40. This new job, I'm working sometimes 40, 50 hours a week. So, so I still have to work. And so I think that's, as far as workload and as far as being fair, as far as like what I can offer, I think 5 songs is like my max right now.
Yeah.
Now, if it ended up being
if they want to do like 12, we'd be like, well, we can do it. It's going to take a while.
That's the whole thing. It's like 12 songs, sure, we can do it. But first of all, it's going to cost because that's a giant project. And I don't want to scare anybody off with that, but it's just like, if you were to take this same offer to
I can tell you this right now. Jimmy Hill, the guy who produced Clarity by Zed, okay, he's also produced some Escape the Fates.
I was going to say, he's Escape
he recorded Escape the Fate, bro.
He has recorded some legends. For a full album, Nixon Rodeo, their last one was $12,000.
Dude.
And that was...
Dude, and what is it, 12 songs?
It's 10.
So you're a little over...
a little over $1,000 a piece.
$1,000 a song.
Yep.
Mixed, mastered, produced. That is a screaming deal for Amplified Wax.
Yeah.
For a studio...
They get the bro rate.
To walk into that room and go, oh, we're paying $12,000 for this? You're like, wait a second. Who's getting ripped off here? Because if you guys don't know, if anyone that's here that's watching, you could just Google it while you're listening to us. Just open a new tab on your phone and just type in Amplified Wax Recording Studio, and just look at the images.
It's crazy.
Walking into a studio like that and recording a 10-songer for $12,000, mixed, mastered, produced out the door, bro.
Yeah.
Again, we're talking a little over $1,000 a piece for a song. Most engineers are like they're
1,000 to 1,500 somewhere.
They're usually like $2,000 if you're going in. And again, it's you save money by doing a full album, makes sense. But if you're doing a full album, you better damn well know what you're doing when you walk in that door because
for sure
you are on a time frame.
Yep.
And if you're doing 10 songs, your producer automatically assumes that you understand the assignment and the task in hand.
Yeah.
So if you walk in there and start fucking around, chances are you're gonna get kicked out, and he's gonna give you your money back and go, "I'm good. Come back when you're ready."
Take 1,000 and be like, "Here's the rest of your shit for wasting my time."
Or all of a sudden he switches to hourly, and then
yes.
He's like, "You know what? I think today we'll do hourly," and you're like,
"Oh no,
can you go home?"
Right.
I don't want to do it today. And then he's like, "Yeah," and then we miss a day in your EP, and you only get 9 songs. It's.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Well, I'm sure you guys are itching. You want to get to the video, and then we'll break that one down?
I think we should. It's been 30 minutes. If you're here, you're here. Happy Halloween.
Yes.
I'm going to pull it up on this side really quick. Let me just pause. Okay, great. They're an unknown band, so they have no subscribers, which means no ads.
Yes.
Anyone who's here, I'm going to pull this up.
Actually, can you drop the link for
I
it
should.
in the chat?
Actually, that's a really good idea. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure that's it. Just want to make sure. Let's refresh this really quick.
Or even to just their page.
Yeah. I'm going to drop. Oh, that's probably a better one here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh,
What's
it's
up,
Bill. What's going on, dude? There we go.
And then let's pin that to the top. So you'll go over here, hit the
this
little
thing,
3,
yup,
and then
pin message, boom, done. There we go. Okay,
So-
link to Carp King's music page is officially at the top of the chat.
Yes. Be
Click
sure
on
to
that.
go
And you
subscribe.
have to go subscribe. Dude, we have 9 people here now. What's up, dude? And we have 30 views right now. We have 9 people and 30 views. We are officially killing it out here. Okay. Just want to let everybody know we're doing great. Welcome in. If you just showed up, we're about to pull this thing up on the screen.
Yes.
I just got. Oh wait, I already have it pulled up. It's on this tab. There we go. Fantastic. And I'm gonna make our faces go. Should I do or should I just do a
for
full
the
screen?
first one, let's do full screen.
Full screen?
And then
'Kay.
when we go back and dissect it and talk about the filming, we can.
We're well
Yeah.
rehearsed here in case you
Yeah.
were unaware.
As the structure fails, what the hell,
Oh,
bro?
dude, they're here.
You don't have to donate
Oh,
money,
wait,
bro. We
what?
appreciate you.
Y'all, the dudes, the world, dude. You guys, you guys.
I appreciate you guys.
I should get a tattoo of you guys on my body somewhere.
Oh, wait.
Oh. Oh, wait a second. If you haven't seen, if you're here and you haven't seen,
Yeah.
you should check out my Instagram. It's in go to one of our videos. It's linked in the thing.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Dude, thank you guys. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Totally unnecessary. Stop. You guys, can you not donate? We're not doing the donate thing, okay? We really appreciate it, but that's totally unnecessary. Okay, let me set this up.
Yeah.
We're going full screen on the thing. Here we go.
Yep.
Okay, so that, and then go. It's working. It's doing it.
It's doing the thing.
Nice. Go back in here. Dude, you guys are good. Thank you guys. All right. That's it. World reveal, world premiere, even though it released at 8 a.m. today. Okay, hang on. Let me figure stuff out here. Give me a second. Okay, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. Ah,
Hey.
there we go. We figured it out. I'm smart.
So let's go ahead and set it up to where we can bring us a little bit smaller.
You want
on
to do
this
the
side.
thing? Okay.
Yeah. We'll just set it up that way so we don't have to fuck with it.
I mean, all I have to do is click on this and go and drop it down. So we're good. We're
Fair
good.
enough.
When we're ready, we'll just switch it over.
Yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts?
That's it.
That was
yeah.
Carp King, Root of the Rot.
Yeah.
It was a very fun video to shoot, for sure.
Yeah. There was how many hours worth of video clips did we have?
Let me see. We had.
There was a lot for this one. There was a lot.
I think it was close to 4 hours worth of video I had to sort through and cram it down into. What did this end up being? Fucking 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, a little over 3 minutes.
Like, yeah, it was a lot of shit to sort. And then I sat there and edited for probably 7 or 8 hours.
And that's the thing about editing is like, all you can do is most of editing is sitting there and just watching through the clips.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over,
is
dude.
gonna look good and not.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think. I don't know if you guys missed it. If you did, we're gonna go back through and kind of dissect it as we go. But that is mine and Chris's most recent. What do I want to say? Most recent project, I guess, here out of SnapBack Studios. So that whole thing was recorded, mixed, mastered, produced, shot, edited, produced, storyboarded, edited again. Like all of that was done right here.
Right here.
Like me, these are the two people that pretty much made that entire thing happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, credit goes to the band as well for the members and their parts that they played in it. And this is, as you guys saw, this is only part one of what is agreed upon as a 3-part series.
Yes.
So, if you didn't catch the the storyline there, might be worth just going back and just kind of watching the parts play out.
And we'll talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah, we'll break it down for sure.
This is why I was late. Holy shit! It's Captain Jack Bill.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
That is great.
Dude.
I love it.
Hell yeah, Bill.
Captain
That's
Jack
awesome.
Strum, dude. Let's go.
That's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Way to go. As a structure fails, I don't know who's running which one of you guys is running the account. But we, like I said, I have the game pulled up on Google right now, and I'm just watching the live stats. I don't have any way to stream it. I don't have any sports channels or anything like that. But I'm watching right now. It looks like we're at the bottom of the second, and score's still 0-0. So it's the Dodgers versus the Jays, and to be in honor of just the spirit of
Canada and the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, and the boys being here for the chat and their donation, go Jays, dude. Let's go. Let's see it. And I don't know. So this is Game 6. How does the World Series work? How many games?
I have no idea.
How many games? Somebody tell me. I know nothing about sports, and I know even less about baseball, which is a sport. So let me know what's going on. Yeah, let's go Jays. See, there we go. Grizz. I forget Grizz is here. Okay, so
Grizz is the one who asked about it.
Right now, 50% of our audience is Canadian.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh shit, it's Jose.
Oh no.
of them.
Oh well.
Oh no. Okay, guys, the stream is over.
Yeah, let's. Well, and on that note.
Oh shit. So as far as doing the video.
Oh yeah, I should ask you questions. I don't have a.
So
notepad.
let's break it down here a little. So this is how it was. Hey, we finished recording this EP. We're ready to do videos. Okay, cool. What are you guys thinking? And they send me this thing, okay? And it's so detailed that it's like at 35 seconds, we want this scene to play out at a medium shot. We want, at a minute 20, this to play out on a wide shot. Or the members doing this and looking this way. And
when they first came to us, the ambition was so wide.
Yeah.
It was, and then we put the song behind it. This is the song we want to use, and this is the vision for the video.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there the song is 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
You basically giving me a screenplay for a full movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
This is the whole Breaking Bad series.
And you want band shots, and you want close-ups and solo shots mixed in with all of this also?
Oh,
wait
great.
a second. How are we going to do this? So that's where the decision to like break it up into different. Maybe we should do this in like 3 parts. You're doing a 5-song or EP. Let's put 3 videos with it.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's cool. That'll work.
Yeah.
That's fun. Which is a surprising reaction from clients when we tell them let's do 3 videos after an EP. Most of them are like, we're broke. These guys were like, we're good. Let's just do it because I think it's worth it. So we're in the midst of doing that right now. But yeah, so it's essentially like an entire, like a short movie that's playing out over these 3 videos. So this is part 1 of 3 that's going to happen. So with that.
So the thing, they sent me this big detailed thing, right? And I told them right off the top. Now, as the structure fails may know this, for those of you who have not shot a music video before, it usually never goes according to plan. Okay.
What?
So
Nuh-uh.
we get there and it's literally the first night of filming.
Yeah.
I get there and I'm like, listen, I like what you have. I see the direction we're going. Just understand, when we start filming this, it's going to be very different than what you think. It said some of these shots may not come out the way you like it. We may have to use different shots. We may end up liking one shot that was a total accident, and we're just going to throw it in anyway. I said, I get the premise. We're going to get the premise down for sure. But just know, the way you picture it in your head, it's either going to come out the same or better.
It's only going to work. It's only going to work a certain way. Like I said, when we're thrown 2 hours worth of video clips, and we need to squeeze them down into a 2.5 minute video with band shots. It's like we're gonna have to make some sacrifices, but they're like creative sacrifices, right? It's like we have to sacrifice these things. We can't use everything you want to do, but we're gonna make these other clips so powerful and effective that you're not gonna need all the other stuff.
Like for instance, the guys picking the stuff up off the table, right? Picking up their heist gear.
How many clips did we get of that? When we were there, how many shots did we get of that?
Everybody went 2 or 3 times. Everybody. And that was what? The 5 members? 4 members? 5.
5. There's 5 of us.
So
there's 5 of them.
15 to 20 clips of them picking stuff up off the table. Obviously, we did not use all 20 clips of them picking stuff off the table. You guys got the idea of, they're getting a mask, they're getting a weapon, and some shit's about to go down. Like, okay, point proven. Like... So there's creative things that, like, you know, I was watching Supernatural last night, and it was the episode where they piss off God, and God's like, okay, cool, I'm just not going to help you anymore. And they're like, wait, you were helping us? And then they're like, uh-oh. They just turn into normal people.
Yeah.
And a friend of theirs was talking to him about it. They're like, well, you're having all these issues because you were the heroes of the story. Nobody cares about, oh, you had a toothache and went to the dentist. Oh, your cars broke down and fucking. You're like, you don't see that in the Hercules story. Right. Like, oh, he had a cold one day and couldn't go fight monsters.
Yeah.
It's like, when you're the hero of the story, they don't sweat the small stuff. You don't need the small stuff. So it's the same when shooting a music video. Like, we have shots of all the members walking up the stairs. Did we use them? No. We just needed one, and it was just fine.
We just needed, we just needed one clip of just going upstairs to make it like, they're going up to this place where they've got all their stuff laid out on a table, and like they all came into this warehouse where like it creaked in the beginning, and everyone's like, he shuts the door and like walks up, and then we're going up the stairs. This is the hideout area.
We were filming this on the same GoPro that we used for reactions, actually.
I was gonna say, now are you talking about filming the video or filming the live stream? Because the live stream is not on a GoPro. I don't know if you could tell that, Grizzly, or not by the quality of the poor quality of our feed. But the video was done on the
GoPro Hero 13.
Hero 11. Well, did you do it on 13?
I did it on 13. There were some clips that were on the 11.
Okay. So GoPro Hero 11 black and a GoPro Hero 13 black.
Which shouts out to Amanda.
Shouts out to Amanda Burns. She is the one that sent us the 11 black, and that, like Chris said, we did...
It was the 13 that she sent us, the newest one.
I thought she sent us the 11. Who sent us the 11?
I don't remember.
Did she send us the 11 too?
I don't think so.
I thought someone sent us the 11 also.
Unless I'm tripping. Maybe I bought the 13.
You bought the 13. You
Okay,
bought that
that's
one
right.
outright.
Yep.
She sent us the 11.
Because Sweetwater had a smoking deal.
Yeah, you told me you
that's
saved
right.
like
Yep,
$150
yep,
bucks
yep.
on it or something. Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, either way, shout outs to Amanda because she sent us the 11 black, and then that
But
sent
you
us.
took shots
Dude,
in it, so
that thing. How many episodes did we do on that thing?
oh, hundreds.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
We had to have done at least 200 episodes, maybe 300 episodes
If
on
not
that camera.
500. I mean, we did so many.
And to this day, it's on the end table out there in my living room, and I would pick it up right now and start filming with it
Yep.
immediately. It's solid.
It's a
Those
good camera.
Those GoPros are so good, man.
Yeah.
They're expensive. Don't get me wrong. Like that 13 black, it's no joke. I think it's the latest and greatest right now. So it's no joke.
I think they came out with a new one, but I don't.
They have
know.
like a GoPro. It's like a compact right now.
Yeah, that thing fucking.
It's one of those ones. It's
Whatever.
like don't buy it. Just if you're gonna buy a
Yeah.
GoPro, just buy the real one. People are like, oh yeah, it's like buying a car and getting like the base model. Like if you're gonna buy a new car,
If you're gonna buy a new car, you're already getting fucked. You might as well just spend the money on the high
just buy,
end.
yeah,
like-
just get the good stuff.
Yeah.
Automatic windows, heated seats,
Yeah.
remote start, like get all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Heated mirrors, auto defrost, like get all the things.
Yep.
Heated and cooled seats now because apparently
Yeah.
they do cooled
Oh,
seats.
cooled seats are so fucking.
I've
nice,
never
dude.
sat in a cooled seat before.
It's like little angel kisses on your butt cheeks, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
All right, yeah, I'll take your word for it. I'm into it, dude. I'm all about the technology in the cars. Yeah. Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to?
So let's go through this video. This is going to take us a while. Okay, we're going to talk about some of the shots, and then, some of there was some like crazy wild stuff that was like happening during some of these shots, and we'll cover that.
Yeah.
So let's give you guys the behind the scenes commentary, the day ones. Okay, you guys about to gain some knowledge.
Yeah, you guys are all the day ones, so get ready for this. Let me pull this up and let's do. Okay, so you guys are about to see us go down in the little corner. So I'm gonna just. How's that, guys? You guys good with that? You good with that?
Looks good
That
to me.
worked great, fantastic.
Looks good from my house.
We'll pull this up, and then it's gonna be a little bit different because we can't see our.
We don't have to have that up though.
Oh. Okay. We've got to watch things on here. I clicked a button and it's an OBS, so at
So we can go back to the
any given
the
moment.
YouTube thing to see.
I just wanted to make sure
Oh,
we're
I
set
gotcha,
up on this end first. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so you guys see us in the little corner now, a little black. You got that over there.
Yeah.
Now it's just pulled up the video over here. Okay, ready? I have heated and cooled seats. I have heated seats in my Subaru, not cooled. It's not new enough to have cooled seats. I think they're doing that now, but. All right, ready? Here we go. Play from the top. Is this? Yeah, go.
That is not the top. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, it is. Look at.
So we're gonna stop right here.
Perfect.
In true 307 Reacts fashion. Okay.
Before it even gets started. Welcome back, everybody.
So
Here we are.
this logo, okay. The beginning of it with the little shake effect, and then the root of the rot around the bottom. That was so fucking difficult in editing.
Was it really?
To get the root of the rot to actually circle perfectly around that.
Okay.
What I found out about that logo is not perfectly round,
Yeah, it is.
is what I have found out.
No, the owner's manual says it's round.
Uh-huh. Anyway, super sick logo.
Yeah.
And it was funny because when I was editing, I said, hey, I know you guys have been talking about logo ideas. Have you guys decided on one? And they hadn't. And I was like, listen, this is my favorite. There was a couple other ones that were in there, but I love the carp with the little crown,
Dude, the guitar.
the sharp teeth, the little guitar with like vines and
Dude,
shit
so
around
sick.
it, the creepy house in the mountains. Like this house reminds me of that house up in Cody that's super famous.
That is the
The,
Wapiti Mansion. I can't remember the
Yeah.
name of the family that was there, but
yeah,
yeah.
it was basically a dude who built a house and then he just kept building shit on top of it. It's insane.
And then one day he was building a patio off of one of the rooms that he built off of it, and he fell and he died.
Yeah.
And so they just left the house.
Crazy.
It's a super creepy looking old wooden mansion. If you're not familiar, it's the Wapiti Mansion. Here, I'll type it in the chat really quick, and then we'll come back over.
Yeah.
Wapiti
The Winchester Mystery House. I would love to visit that one day.
Type that into Google and go to photos, and it'll show you like this crazy. It's like a log cabin, but it's like the craziest, creepy. It's like the log cabin from Banjo-Kazooie with the old witch hat kind of looking. It's wild. Okay, back over here. Here we go. Do you want to continue?
We can continue.
Okay,
yes.
forward. Now you have control of space. Yeah. We didn't warn anybody, but the screen did, and there was only like 6 people here, so.
So
I didn't even notice until you said that you only used one shot of going up the stairs.
One shot of going up the stairs.
One set of legs going up the
all
stairs.
we needed.
We took how much time? How much time?
We spent like 20 minutes shooting.
We
spent
so much
shots.
time on the staircase, dude.
Yep. And that's the thing. It's always better to have more footage than not enough.
Yeah.
So this
boo
shot,
Dodgers, by the way. Boo Dodgers. Boo Dodgers.
So the band shots. Okay, if you guys notice here in the background, these lovely LED lights that are not in our studio right now.
Yep.
They're set to really like what I call the gummy worm pattern. Okay, because it's got all the pride colors going on. Somebody forgot the egg to control them, so we plugged them in and just whatever they were on.
Right here.
Yeah, they were here, not there.
Shit. Whoops.
So
I had everything else. I don't know why. Yeah, no, that was just a.
Also another little thing.
So we didn't get to color tone them with the room, so they're always just on this rainbowy gummy worm pattern.
I mean, it was cool.
It worked. It worked out. It ended up working out really well for the color scheme of everything.
And then if you guys notice down here in the bottom, there's
one.
A little light there. There's one here. This one's off right now, but there's a couple
I think
little
there's one
strobe
right
lights.
where that thing's happening too, right back. Yeah, right there above your mouse. I think there's a red one there.
But those little strobe lights, you can pick them up at Spirit Halloween for super cheap. They worked out great.
Yeah. They're just like the dollar store little battery powered. We use them in almost every single video we've made. In all of my drum videos on my page, I think every drum video we've made has those in them.
There's one there, one
there.
there.
You go. There you go. Yep.
And then, so I picked up reds and blues, okay? And the reason is they're doing they have some criminal vibes going on right here in this video, right?
That's very...
So I was like, red and blue, that's a cop car vibe. I'm going to pick up some of those. These motherfuckers put a purple one and said it was blue. And I'm like, God damn it. So I didn't find out till we were shooting the video.
Because you took them out of the thing, yeah.
And turned it on. Son of a bitch, it's purple.
It's purple. So we've got a purple light on the left. Instead of it being congruent, there's just a purple flash.
Yeah. So anyway,
it's like barely noticeable.
Any of our eagle-eyed viewers, okay, will notice.
I remember you saying that. It's purple.
So the shots of the mask come down over the face. Pretty good. Now this area,
dude, this thing
that our boy is in right here, okay. Let me back it up.
There we go. It's lit.
So this room used to be something else. It's got this little door you have to duck into to get into.
Look, there's a purple light on the door. I wonder who's using the purple strobe light in this completely different area. Look, there's a purple strobe light.
But the wild thing about this room, right? You can see these anchors here. I would assume there used to be a floor across that. Because where I'm filming him from, there's a door that opens up to this little room, and then it's just a hole. And he's standing in this hole. And guys, I am not kidding. The dust in this fucking place was so bad. We only did 2 shots of him in there, and I ended up being sick the next day.
I felt really bad for lead singer.
Yeah.
I felt really bad. Oh, by the way, we're being selective with our information here. I've slipped a few times already, but you guys, it doesn't matter. There's 6 people here. They're remaining anonymous up until they play their first local show here, and I think it's a really good idea. And to this point, it's actually worked out really well. They released a short a week ago on their Facebook or on their YouTube. right after they made their YouTube, they released a short, and it's like a 9-second clip. If you guys have been on Facebook, it's the same one that's on their Facebook, on our Facebook, the one we've shared. It's that one. They got 1,200 views in 24 hours on that short with 6 subscribers at the time.
Yeah.
They have like 11 or 12 now. Hopefully more now because you guys are all going over there and subscribing, right? So they got 6 more. But yeah, 1,200 views with 6 subscribers. And it was like, oh shit, I felt really, really bad for him after this because he came out of there and his skin was a different, like his arms had like soot all over. It was like
I was blowing black stuff out of my nose. Like
my snot the next morning was just like, it was like I had wiped like the inside of a motor. You know, and just oh, it was nasty.
And
dude.
here's the thing,
Boo Dodgers, Boo Dodgers,
hard.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
he went. There was dust. By the end of the second one, it looked like there was a fog machine in there. He was kicking up so much.
He was
dust.
hitting the walls hard enough that like he was legitimately rocking out. He had like scratches and scrapes and like he drew some blood on his arms and stuff. Like he was going for it, man.
Now the tape. I love this shot. This sequence where it just flashes the mask for a second. And you can see the shadow of the hand come and grab it, and then it comes back again and he picks it up. That's one of my favorite things to do editing, is like go in there and be like, what kind of art can I make that's past what these guys have already done, that just adds to the art that they've brought to me. What's my little artistic thing I can put in here? And I thought that was just such a good little thing there.
Let's go back to the table really quick. Okay, first of all, what is Homeboy picking up right now? It's blurry, you can't see it, but what do we got?
Homeboy is picking up a prop.
Wait a second. Yeah, YouTube algorithm, turn your head the other way really quick. And let's just put on our earmuffs. YouTube algorithm. Okay.
This is a prop of an AK-47.
Right.
It's been custom painted.
It's a replica.
Yeah, replica. It's been painted like tan, kind of camouflage Wyoming colors. Underneath it, which you can see, is that black rifle.
So I'll do the play-by-play. So we're talking about this bad boy right here.
That bad boy right there is a replica of an AR-15 that I own.
Replica.
Yeah.
These are all replicas.
And then below that,
let's start at the top here really quick. What's this? There's a little black line that you can't really see going on right here. What is this?
That is a practice katana.
Right.
It is a wooden katana.
Yep, wooden katana that comes out of there. Wooden.
Yeah.
Not an actual katana. No one would ever just bring a bunch of like real stuff and just put it on the table. Like, you wouldn't just do that. So this is definitely a wooden katana.
It actually is a wooden katana.
Is it actually?
It is.
I couldn't.
Yes.
Okay, so this
I checked. Okay.
because I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not lying. See.
Now below the AR replica,
so
you can barely see it.
What's this thing, right? Or are we talking? Oh, we're still on the. We're still on the.
So that is a micro conversion.
So right here, now this little tan piece right here is the bottom of the replica that's in Homeboy's hand. Then this little black piece right here, is that still part of this top one, or is that part of that's the micro?
Part of the bottom one.
That's the micro. Okay.
So that is
right
the
there. That's
micro
the handle
conversion for a Glock 19.
Yeah. That.
They're very fun. The one below that is a 38 special. Is it not a 38?
No, it's a replica 38 special.
Oh, yeah. Replica 38 special. And then we have the good old Walmart-style hammer.
That is a hyper tough Walmart special. I believe it's a 2.5, maybe a 3-pound sledge.
Yeah.
Next to that, we got your standard.
Everybody needs rope.
Paracord rope. Yep, we got that, and then your different variations of hatchets here. So you've got the smaller, more tactical kind of camping hatchet. Then you have your more larger, more survival style hatchet here. Now, is this just his shadow right here that's casting?
Shadow.
Okay, I didn't know if it had like a saw blade attachment.
So on the other one, there's like a pick on the
right here.
Yeah,
okay. Yep.
So once he moves his hand, you'll be able to see some more.
I think Grizzly's picking up on it. Replicas, all replicas. So this is the entire arsenal of things.
Pretty close. There's more shit.
There is actually some more stuff under his arm. There's some stuff over here. I think there's some stuff back here. We got masks and stuff on this side. But we laid it out all on, and if you can't tell, this is actually, you can see the line right here. This is just a fold-up ping pong table.
Yep.
There's the white lines on the outside because, regulations.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that's just a ping pong table. And
It worked out great.
I love the setup of it, man. I love
Yeah.
I love the coming into this dirty, like, warehouse-style place.
And
walking
the
up
crazy
stairs.
thing is like, okay, I'm not going to say the name of the business because I'm not sure they're cool with that, but there's a furniture store in town that we filmed this in. And I would have never guessed that a furniture store would have these crazy looking little nooks.
And what's super cool about it is there's not enough people in Casper that we have 5 viewers right now. I can guarantee you none of those viewers are Casper viewers unless it happens to be one of the guys in the band that are watching because I know at least one of them is subscribed to the page. So he might be watching. But other than that, I can guarantee they're not Casper guys. So it's really cool to come in the live stream and be like, we filmed this at a furniture store in Casper.
Yeah. And what's wild is I've lived here my whole life and I had no idea.
Dude, I've known you and I have known about that furniture store since we were children.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're
like, hey, there's a space we don't use.
It's a gold mine of shooting locations.
Yeah.
Every shot that you see that's not an outside shot here, or like
Jessica says liar.
Or oh, that's see, what did I say? No, I said one. I said there's probably one here. Okay, see, I gave leeway for the one. But yeah, every like there's just every single shot that you see here that's not an outside shot or at the person's house that they walk up to at the end is shot inside this one building. They're all different. All the different locations are in one building on 2 different floors.
Because I'm not a guy, I guess.
All right, bro. Okay. All right, bro. So yeah,
shit.
it's an unbelievably unique place to shoot, and I'm really glad that we got the opportunity. And if you guys go to their page and you read the description on that video, they like thanked the owner of the place. That's like if you read it says like thanks Tony. I can't remember his last name, but it says thanks Tony. Without you, none of this would be possible, and it's because he lets them like jam in this warehouse area, and like it's a great setup for these guys. It's
great for a band. Like if you guys ever consider getting into a band, see if you can find a place that's zoned correctly where you can practice till 10 o'clock at night.
It's a really cool thing too.
Like,
yeah, it's
something that's industrial.
They're in commercial zoning, so they like
they can make noise till 2 o'clock in the morning.
If the business is closed, they're allowed to go up there and just play all night. You could set up a recording studio in the loft up there where they jam at, and record music up there for until 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? And no one would ever. You would never. It's like all concrete, like cinder block building. I would assume. Now I don't know. I've never stood outside when we're playing. Maybe we should test this out.
Yeah. When they're playing up there, we'll have to check it out.
See if you can actually hear the band outside the building.
I would doubt it. I mean, there's some other buildings that are made of paper mache downtown, and you can't hear the music.
It's right in the top corner where they play at. So.
I don't know,
but like you, it's all cinder block, and it's all insulated foam. They've got fucking foam.
That was back when they were building buildings out of fucking real shit.
Yeah.
Like, that building's old as hell.
I'd be really interested to know if you could hear it from outside. I bet you can't, and if you can, I bet it's a real faint, like someone in the distance has subs in their car. That kind of a thing.
Casper has a treasure trove of weird, interesting, hidden, cool-looking places. That's for sure.
Oh, definitely. My roommate Alex is the head cook down at the office, and it's a restaurant here in town, and it's been around for a long time. And the owners have owned it forever. They used to own a place called Karen and Jim's. The owners' names are Karen and Jim. Well, the previous owners, they just recently sold it, but there's a basement on this building that you can go down to underneath there, and it's just wide open and like super, like kind of the same aesthetic, like super creepy, eerie looking place, and like wide open, tons of area down there. The whole bottom of the restaurant is as big as the basement down there, dude. It's amazing.
Lou Talbert's has changed a lot. Lou Talbert's used to be fucking creepy. You know what I mean?
Well, Lou Talbert's isn't there anymore?
No, it's still there, but they've renovated a lot.
The communal workspace. I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea that was. I didn't know they had renovated any part of that building. I thought it was like a Wonder Bar thing where, like, they didn't. Well, I guess even the Wonder Bar got renovated, but they couldn't change like certain aspects. Like the floor of the Wonder Bar is still the same floor. It has to remain the same. So, is it like that? Is that a thing? Have you been in there? Do you know?
The last time I was in Lou Talbert, so The last time I was in Lou Talbert's was when my mom came to visit.
Okay.
And it looked totally different than what I remember as a kid.
Okay.
Like, as a kid, I remember going into Lou Talbert's, and it was like you would walk room to room, and they had, like, pictures of old Western shit. And, like, they had, like, little scenes almost set up of just Western living, right? Now it's more like a boot store and a clothing store.
It's like
they
more.
kind of
it's like
got rid
more-
of, like, the Western antique type
like
thing.
more modern retail now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, go Jays. Woo! 3-1. We scored. The ones that also used to be an axe throwing jig. The one that also used to be. I thought the axe throwing thing was across the street from Lou Talbert's. I thought that was like the old Walcott. No, not a Walcott. It wasn't the Walcott building. It was like some other building. I thought that one was across the street, but.
Used to be a shooting range, but for little people.
Okay.
That's amazing.
All right.
I love it.
I haven't been in there long enough. I would have no idea, but that's
But yeah,
incredible.
there's also a replica of a Kimber 1911 or the Kimber Rapid that is also on the table. And
That's all right, Bill. The only reason why I'm going Jays is because our boys stopped in. As a Structure Fail stopped in,
Yep.
and I don't know if
Grizzlies stopped in. The Canada boys showed up.
yeah,
today.
Bill. I don't know if you've seen recently on my Instagram or anything, but like I've had some work done on my leg, and I'm like fully on board with the As a Structure Fails thing right now. Like I'm in full support mode of them. They got in here and gave us $50 immediately, so I'm like, you know what, dude? And again, Grizzlies here. You know what, man? Go Jays. I don't watch baseball. I don't have a team. It's fun to be the guy that can be just completely unbiased and be like, you know what? Yeah, let's pick these guys. And like, doesn't matter either way to me, but had to do it for the support. So this actually works out great that you're going for the Dodgers because now we have ourselves a friendly competition. Yay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. 3-1. Okay, should we keep going?
Yeah, let's
Here
keep
we go.
going.
You guys know us and our 75-minute
Yes.
interactions in between our pauses, right? In case you don't, we're a reaction channel, so we like to pause and react to the things as we go. Sometimes we get off on tangents. 307 Reacts. I'm Matt. That's Chris. You guys are the best audience in the world, and 4 people heard that, and that's the first time I've said that in 7 months. Let's keep going. Stop when you're ready. Right there.
So these shots. This shot of him with the steel pipes and
Love
everything.
it, Bill. Love it.
Love these shots.
Dude, so here's a fun fact. Let's go back. So you see the silver pipes on the right here, right? So what you can't see right down here in this little area right here, I'm standing right on the other side of this. I'm kind of surprised you can't see me in some of these shots because I am literally on the other side of those pipes. Like on the other side, it's just the other walkway over there.
I guess you guys don't know about this because we haven't talked about it before.
Were you just staring at me that whole time?
Matt has a propensity of when we're shooting music videos.
I was
to
so
just
close to Ryan right there, dude.
Look into every scene, okay? This scene is sick. Okay, I love this scene.
It's so good.
Okay?
It's so good.
And all it needs is Matt running through the background, spitting sunflower seeds.
Not running, just walking
Now-
right back here, just over his shoulder. Just
Now, if you guys don't know, the Freebird music video we did with Exhorter, I had the coolest clip of Josh. Okay, he was the guy who played drums in that video. Josh is just smashing it. The hair's flying. The sticks are everywhere. There was a part where he hit it, and you could see a piece of the stick chip off. I was like, oh, my God, dude, it's so good. Here comes Matt strolling through the background of the shot, spitting sunflower seeds, looking at a guitar, whatever, and then he just goes back out of frame. I was like, I can't use it.
dude,
Oh
it's so
my
good too.
God.
Because he's over here editing it, and he's like, Matt, come in here really quick. I'm like, all right, this is before Chris got his own rig.
Yeah.
Come in here really quick. Come in, just, yeah. He's all, check out the shot of Josh. And I'm like, so he starts playing it in the editor, and he's got it full screen, and I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. And then you just see me in the back just walking through, and he's all, yeah, can't use it. And I'm just like, no, you really can't, though. You can't use that at all.
Oh, my God. So, anyway,
I was so pumped on this scene once Chris
Yeah.
had the setup with the little strobe. You can see it, the little red strobe down there. Those things. We had a total of like 5 lights through this entire. Like that was pretty much it.
Which, by the way, the lights that are providing the white flash, that's not an editing. It's a real lighting.
They're
effect.
actual strobes. Yeah.
I didn't know that our light could do that.
No, that was a
I was
setting
like-
Chris found out right before
Yeah.
he started taking shots of Ryan.
Literally, this shot
Right here.
You're fucking up.
I didn't do it. I'm right. I'm not in there.
You're just out here slinging names around all crazy like.
Oh
okay?
shit! Nobody knows Ryan anyways.
Anyway, our boy Mr. R. Okay.
I can't keep it together. You know me. There's 6
But yeah,
people
I
here.
found out literally shooting this shot that our lights would do that, and I was like, that's fucking sick. We're using that. So once again, another example of how you go into a music video thinking you know how you're gonna do it, and then you get there and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, we're doing this now.
Yep.
So now, same thing with this one. We did the strobes. Now, that shot we just watched is literally right around this corner.
right behind
That's
Homeboy's
where-
back here. See, I got it there.
There you go. That's where Mr. R was.
Mr. R was
back
right in there. Yep.
here.
Jessica knows. That's you. You had an idea already. We've talked about
So
this.
this old school furnace, okay, those red, blue, purple lights, I put those in there, and it almost looks like embers. Like, let's see.
It's
if
so
I
good.
can-
Wait for it. Right there. Yeah, like where
Yeah.
they flash. Yeah, dude.
Like-
What?
All it is LED lights, super cheapos from Spirit Halloween.
Literally $1 LEDs from at the right time of year from your local dollar store. They just sell them during Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween, you can just get them for $1. Like,
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, I love that effect.
Go back really quick. See if you can get Mr. Bass Player in the freeze frame because that's funny. There you go. So remember what happened here with his hood?
Yes.
When
So, once again, okay,
in keeping with tradition,
you see,
Yeah.
his hood is
That's a
is
perfect shot.
no longer up.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
His hood was up.
yeah, he was
before
playing,
this was
he was
shooting.
playing and he rocked out and it
Yeah.
fell back, right?
So
Matt is
I am
scene
continuing
left.
to film, okay? And I'm like, this is cool. He's rocking out. The hood flew off.
And
like,
you still
I
can't
think
tell who it
looks
is. Nobody
great
knows
on
who this guy
camera.
is. Like
Yeah.
it still works.
This motherfucker's like, I need to fix this. He comes in middle of the shot, puts his hood back up. It's like, God damn it.
And
okay?
he was like rocking out. He was like in the zone, and I was just like,
Oh, he was-
My OCD brain went, it's not consistent. It needs to be put back up. It didn't. It didn't need to be put back up.
It didn't need to
But
be
I just
put
walked
back up.
right into frame. And this is probably like Chris used.
This is right before.
I'm telling you, like
I'm
telling you,
amazed your shadow's not
one
on
and
the
a half
wall.
seconds
Like,
after this clip airs, I'm walking into frame. So he used the what little itty bitty slice of it that he could before Matt comes walking in, dude. So I did it. I did it. I will not to this day. My success rate on fucking up a scene in a video is 100%.
it's one-
I plan on continuing that streak in every production that I
every
am a
10
part
for
of.
10 video,
Yeah,
I've had to cut
every
something
single
out,
production I'm
like-
a part of. That's going to be happening.
Yep.
So just get ready, bud.
Now, these shots here, this was part of the script that they sent me that they wanted. We want shots of all the guys just kind of like, geared up, kind of ready to do their thing. Now, the way that we shot this is I was like, okay, I'm going to set the camera up. I'm going to get it rolling. Pick a pose. We went through like 4 or 5 poses and just hold it for 30 seconds and then whatever. I didn't use any of the still. Lead singer here, he's nice and still. This guy's fidgeting with his shit. He's fidgeting over here. We gotta what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to figure out my next pose, right? It just looked more natural to me, so that's what I used.
Yeah, and it's tough because the lighting on this part is everyone's wearing black,
Yeah.
and we couldn't have all of the the strobe lights and the. If you notice, this is literally the place where the full band shots are going down. Like this is where the drummer, the guitar, all the amps and stuff are set up in front of these beams. But right now, there's nothing
There's
there.
nothing there.
So
Yeah.
these were shots that were like. There was no lighting set up, so it was just like we're gonna get these shots. Everyone's wearing black against the black background, so
Yeah.
it's tough to see what's going on in here, but I feel like that kind of also works out because it plays into the ambiguity of the whole thing where you're like,
Yeah, and once again, Matt is in the background of this shot.
yeah,
here
I'm
somewhere.
literally back in
So,
there.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
you got to watch out for him because he's walking
He's
around back
lingering.
there. Just got lucky with the sunflower seeds this
Yeah.
time because there's no lighting in the back. There's no backlighting, so it's just I'm just chilling
I
in the
had to
back
edit
there.
all the light out of the background.
Surprised you
because
don't-
Matt's back there.
Surprised you don't see me back there just going,
Right?
just like doing the right shoulder. Yeah.
Good. Now, once again, you can see his hood is up.
It's kind of like an insignia.
Now, this is just an overview. We also had
Oh yeah,
some
the knives.
on
Yeah,
the
I forgot
table.
about all the knives on
Now,
the table.
the first scene that you saw the table, the other guys who picked up the knives and shit had already done their thing. And I was like, I like this sequence of events. It kind of takes you from, okay, he's picking up the stuff. This scene is like, this is what was laid out. These were their options type of thing. Which, shout out to the 10-4-10 boys, okay? We
It's
went
tough to
ahead
see.
and threw a piece of their merch
I think
in here.
there's a lighting that comes through. There you go.
Right there.
So now you can see it. Yeah, yeah.
10-4-10, shout out. We threw one of their hats on the table.
We had to do the Easter egg with the 10 for
So,
10 boys.
Yep. They've been with us.
Oh, it's on the table.
He's just chilling, bro.
See if I can grab him.
Get him. Yeah, we got him off, guys.
Got
Him live on stream.
Look at him. Right there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm about to put him out the
We
window.
got
Look,
him.
I'm humane around. Oh, he's losing dust. I'm humane in here. I'm gonna put him out.
he's losing dust.
There he goes.
Holy shit.
That's what they do, man. Moths are gross. Have you ever hit one with like a fly swatter?
Oh, yeah.
They explode into just like a dust cloud, man. It's wild.
Now, this is the elevator that they use to move furniture between the floors of the
The furniture
store.
Yeah.
I thought with the metal grate and everything, I was like, dude, it looks too cool not to use.
It's
Now,
really good.
here's the thing. All of this lighting that's in here is the lighting that the building has.
It's just in there.
there
Those
was
are just the
no
lights in there.
additional
Yep.
lights used for this.
We initially, too, again, trivia, here you go. Initially, our plan was to shoot drum shots in here. Put
Yeah.
the drum set in here and, like, shoot, like, over the cage and, like, the drummer in there doing the thing. And then it
would have
just
been
worked.
so fucking loud.
It just
Like,
worked out. It
Jesus.
just worked out to just do the drum shots in the jam space where they were doing, like, the full band shots.
Yeah.
It was well lit. It looked good. Why
And
not
we
just
didn't
do...
have to haul drums up and down those sketchy ass metal stairs.
Okay, let's be real. That was it.
Like,
That was like
damn.
that was like the main deciding. It was
Yeah.
like I don't want to haul the drums up and down, so let's just do them in
Let's
here.
just-
And it
yeah.
worked. It worked just fine.
I tell you
so.
what, those stairs are some shin killers, though.
Oh, they're
Holy
rough, dude.
shit,
They're
dude.
steep. They're steep. Yeah, and there's two of them. There's two flights. They're steep.
And by the way, the promo video that we had put
Took
out
place
for
in
them
this elevator.
took place in this elevator. I just stuck the GoPro up in the up in the corner, like it would look like a security cam for an elevator.
Keep going, really quick.
Yeah. I love. Now, this was an accident in editing when he opens the gate. That I didn't mean to time it like that. It just happened, and it had to stay in. Now this, I don't know what this looks like in some of your cities here. I know it's hard to tell because it's dark out. All right, but this is actually a retired cop car that I have purchased recently. Which you're like, okay, why this? Well, that will be answered in the next video. Okay.
Why the cop car, though?
Yes.
But why the cop car, Christopher?
All questions will be answered. Okay. Now, since you guys are the day ones, I'll give you guys a little peek. Okay, not even a peek, just a little idea of what to expect moving forward. The next video is going to give background to how they got here.
Yep.
And then it will continue the story through the rest of the video.
We're doing canon in the next video.
Yes.
Canon building, and then a continuation after that.
Yeah. So when you guys watch second video that comes out from this band, you're gonna be like, okay, well, they walked into the house at the end of the last video. Why are we doing this scene here? This doesn't make any sense.
Like, what?
It's because this is the precursor to events.
Everyone's
that took
seen
place
movies
here.
where the first movie comes out and then the second movie comes out, and the whole second movie is literally just a backstory.
Yeah.
It doesn't even do anything it has nothing to do with the first story up until the very last 5 minutes, where all of a sudden everything connects and you're like, holy that's beautiful, and then they have to wait for the third movie, right?
Yep.
We're kind of following that format with this.
Yeah. So,
and to be fair, do you know any bands in Casper that have ever done that?
No.
Do you know any bands in Casper that have ever put out 3 music videos?
No. No.
I just want to go with that off the top. Like, there's that. So
There's that.
3 music videos, let alone 3 music videos for 1 EP. Like, and to add to that, they're starting the filming. They've already storyboarded for their second video. They are starting that second video this Sunday.
Yep.
This coming Sunday, we are set to shoot the first scenes for that next video.
Yep.
So they're just releasing this one today. They're already starting on their next video.
By the way, something else you guys don't know. All the band shots and the shots of the individual band shots were shot in one night. This is shot a week later.
It was. You're right. You're right. We had to come back the week after. Yeah. What's up, Carl? How's it going, man? Good to see you.
So yeah, this next sequence that you see was shot a week after.
It was.
The band shots.
Yeah. And this one also, this next sequence also took us. How many dry runs did we do of this? 5?
Well, just of this one.
Well, this actual
2.
scene we did 2 dry runs.
Yep.
And
now
then
we'll get to the
following
other scene.
Yeah, sorry, I'm ahead of the game as I usually am. Here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, old retired cop car. Now, shall we talk about how we got this shot?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Are there any law enforcement in the room before we talk about this? Because this was like one of the sketchiest shots.
I did not have my car GoPro mount handy at the time.
And what's funny is you can barely tell what's going on in these shots because of the ambiguity of the darkness and all, and which what we were going for. But the way this shot was captured, right in front of the car. I mean, if you look at this scene right here and you think like we're moving, obviously you can see things going down the sides of the street. I grabbed a camera and I had one of the members of the band drive my car, and Chris, you were driving this one, right?
I was driving the cop car.
Yeah,
yep. I'm driving this.
So
shot.
I was in the back of my Subaru with the hatch open, and it's not an eggshell hatch; it's like a full hatch, like the whole thing just opens. And so driving down the road with the guitar player of the band in the driver's seat, and I just had a GoPro, and I'm sticking out of the back of my Subaru, and filming.
And the first we were like, okay, we're good. Go ahead and take off, right? Fucking lead guitar guy just fucking takes off.
I'm like back.
And that's like, whoa.
There's nothing. I'm not seatbelted in. I'm just in the back of the Subaru, ready to rock with okay, go ahead, go nice and easy. And I'm pretty sure I even said I was like nice and easy.
Yeah.
And he went forward and it was just all woo, and I was like, whoa, he's moving. Oh, he's moving. And I was like,
slow down.
I was like, our guy, slow down. You got to slow down a little bit. Chris can't even this is we're filming a chase scene, dude. Hang on.
Here's what makes this shot tricky. It looks like the cop car is 20, 30 feet. That cop car is 5 to 10 feet.
The bumper
behind his.
Yeah, so those headlights I could almost reach out and touch the headlights with the camera where it was at. Like,
it's that close.
It was, I mean, yeah, we were so close going down the road.
They are very tricky
right
to
behind
film
me
these scenes.
because we needed the cop car to fill the frame, and GoPros they're so wide lens. They're not fisheye, but they're just wide lens. Even on normal, even on linear, they're still pretty wide. So I was like, you got to be right up on the thing. Yeah. So
and it was funny when we were talking about this shot. Which, by the way, this is the last shot that we took. Okay, which is
this starts the sequence for the last day of shooting that we did for this first video.
This is the last shot we took. Period of the video.
Yep.
So like what you see and the order we shot it in is not the order
right.
that
Yeah. This you're right. We did this right before everyone took off for the night. That was the last thing we did.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right.
Because they were all hanging out here, like drinking beer, celebrating and shit. And then it was like we came in and we're like, we got the last shot.
We got it. We're good.
Done.
Everyone can clock out.
But yeah, so this shot's supposed to be dark, kind of mysterious. You can know it's a car. You can see the lights from the other houses driving down. There's a couple reasons we did that. Number one, while you are on a public street and you can film, that's legal. We thought it was nice to like not show any street names, not show any house numbers, that type of thing. And number two, it just looks fucking sick. Just the two bright lights,
the flashes that are happening at the same time. And then I love you did the timing thing again, and it's coming up, but you did the timing thing again where the lights flash and a strobe hits the screen, and then everything goes black. And it's so
so good.
It's that just like great timing. Great timing.
Some more band
Right there.
Boom.
And then the lights go off. That's so sick.
Like we're rolling up to the place and they go the lights.
Boom, lights off.
And then this next scene. In this scene, if you guys are watching in a dark room, it's easy to kind of see the front of the vehicle and stuff. But if you're watching in a lit room, it's a little tougher.
It's like right now, it's tough for me to see it on the monitor
because
but if we turned off our panels, you'd see it clearly.
Yeah,
I mean it's a little pixelated,
but you can see on the right side of the screen there's house lights and stuff.
Yeah,
so you can just shut the lights off, roll up, park, and then that's like tell the driver like keep going.
So right there, you can, as he parks, you can barely see it, but as the Explorer stops, the car that I'm in keeps going. It keeps driving off. It's just there,
right
and
there.
it just takes off, and it just keeps going. Because I was like, Ryan, keep going. Our guy, keep going.
So this scene here, okay, the B&E scene, okay. Lead singer walks up, he checks inside the door, does a little fingering of the lock. Okay,
we shot this scene
so
7 times.
Here's the thing, okay, we didn't tell neighbors that we were shooting a music video that night. So there's 5 masked men plus 2 guys working cameras and stuff.
And let me just really quick, I'll come back. Okay, so right here, 5 masked men, 2 cameras,
lights.
There's literally a light in the
front.
Studio that light. Is like one of our panels right there. Yeah. That like this thing. Oh, sorry, I'm pointing at the screen. This thing right here is one of our panels that we're using right now in our studio, and it's just shining at the front of this house. Yeah. And this was, what time was it? 7.
It was 7 or 8.
7, 8 o'clock.
Something like that.
Like people are awake, probably having dinner.
Yeah.
Or like in their living rooms watching TVs, and we're
just
out
like, here doing
super hood rat shit with our friends, making it look like, and all the lights inside this house are off. We're like, we're staging a home invasion right now, and it literally looks like we're staging a home invasion, man. And so this was like a.
We did have the guy across the street standing out there going.
This was a. This was a discussed thing between us for weeks before we did this actual shot. Because
like, how are we going to do this and not cause problems?
I was legitimately concerned about, like, I do not need or want to attract any of the wrong type of attention for this, you know? And it like this came down to a real serious, like, how do we do this? And through long discussions and talks, basically what we ended up with was Alex literally just has a giant Bowie knife, just curved ass. He's just
fucking worst, bro.
Come on.
Fucking just throwing names out everywhere,
Oh,
bro.
he doesn't have socials either. Nobody knows. And to be fair, dude, anybody that knows him, fucking come
They
on.
know.
Come on, dude. I had a buddy text me the other day, and it was the first thing he was like, I'm pretty sure so-and-so's the lead singer, and just because of huge holes in his head. And I was like, well, yeah, that one's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Anyways, but yeah, so really what it came down to was the best way to make this happen is we do it at a well-known place where we can just set up, get it done really quick. And that was the key.
And I had talked to my buddy Mackie, who was previous law enforcement here in town. And I said, listen, this is what we're doing. I said,
like, what are the logistics here? What do we...
what's the best way we can do this to avoid trouble? And he said, well, realistically, you may end up in some, cops might get called. Or
Anyone
whatever.
can call it. It's our taxpayer right to be able to call if we see something suspicious, right? Suspicious.
He gave me a list of things, and when I showed up for this shot, we all met inside the house, right? And I said, okay, we're about to shoot this. I said, number one, we're not going to shoot this full kit 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 times, however many times it takes to do it. Right?
Full kit, meaning
Masks,
no knives
weapons,
in hands, we're basically gonna do it all declothed. We're gonna do it like full dress down.
Yeah.
Everyone just show up in what they're wearing.
Yeah.
And we will run through it several times. No weapons, no masks, no paint.
Yep.
Just do the execution of the thing.
Yep.
And then when we're ready to go,
Then
everyone
full
else suit
kit.
up, boom, and we get it all done in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We do two. What do we do? Two
That was
takes?
the idea. Okay. We'll get to what happened here in a minute. So I was like, okay, here's
Matt
the deal.
got a bag of
Okay.
sunflower seeds.
We're gonna do dry runs, okay, which dry runs means no weapons, no face paint, no mask, none of that. Okay. We're gonna do dry runs. I said, I don't want this to look like a bunch of idiots who have never broke into a house before. I want this to look like this is not the first
And let me
time,
tell you, the
okay?
first probably 2 dry runs that they did,
Mackie is good people.
it looked legitimately like they were a bunch of idiots trying to break into a
Yes.
house for the first time. It really, it paid off having you there and having Mackie's help with the whole thing, but like having you there, like with some tactical training to like help guide everybody through, like it should be done this way. And when you break it down, it's mostly common sense what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like it should be done this way. When you think about it, you would do it this way. And all of a sudden, everyone in the band was like, "Oh yeah, no, that
makes
duh,
sense.
That makes total sense." Once you get everybody on the same page, then it starts to just then the dry runs were just like boom, boom, boom. That's it. Okay, everyone suit up.
So, number one, we suggested dry runs. Number two, if somebody has an issue, okay, and they come over, whether it's a cop or a neighbor or whatever, okay, all weapons go to the ground, masks come up, okay, we have lights on the outside. I know I have a night vision filter over it. It was very well lit.
Oh, it was.
Okay.
And the porch light is also on. So
Yeah.
like the entire address, everything.
So people can see, and that's the first thing Mackie told me. He said the more people can see, the less questions they have, right? So make sure it's very well lit. If somebody comes over to talk to us, everything hits the ground. Everybody be super respectful. One person talk, okay? Because just like the cop videos we have watched, you get too many people doing things and people get confused and accidents happen. Okay?
Emotions run high.
Yeah.
Things start getting crazy and out of hand.
So
yeah.
I said coming into this before we even shot the first dry run. We're doing dry runs. If anybody comes up, I'll communicate with them, make sure all weapons are on the ground, faces are able to be seen, no masks. I said, if we have an issue, that's our contingency.
Yep.
And so everybody's like, okay, well, cool, let's go ahead and do the dry runs. So we ran through the dry runs 4 or 5 times. The first one was just a mess because it was like the first person goes in, and then the second, and then the third. I'm like,
It took us like
I'm
20
guys,
seconds to get in the front
like,
door.
You're breaking you want to be outside the least amount of time possible.
Me and Chris are sitting there
okay?
timing it like
holy
boys, we
shit.
gotta move faster than
Get
that. We gotta get in that
in
front
this
door
house,
like so fast.
okay?
We need to be in this front door in 5 seconds or less,
Yeah.
man. Like it needs to be 1,
It was
2, 3,
insane.
4. Last guy look around and he's
Yeah.
in the fucking house, you know?
So we did several dry runs, and we're like, okay, this looks good on camera. Everybody feels good. All right, let's do our first kitted run, right? So everybody kits up. We look suspicious as hell. Okay, I'm following with the camera through the yard, following our lead singer to the door. Everybody else is following him. Like, guy number 2 is like 2 steps off. We get to the door. Okay, he does his thing. He looks in, fingers the lock a little bit, opens the door. He follows in, and so does everybody else. Except for the bass player. Wow, imagine the bass player late to everything, okay? No,
Late to everything and does it wrong.
he gets to the door, and you know, I should have thought of this.
You know who you are, bass player. If you're here watching it right now, me and him, we got, you know, we've gone rounds in the past, so you know who you are. I mean, I had to be here every day in the studio when he showed up and just... What have you brought me? I thought I sent you home to practice and you came back and did, okay. So yeah, so
anyway, he's the one with the AK replica, right? So
to be fair, super dope AK replica.
The door is open.
Very nice.
Okay, everybody else has already passed through the door. He's the last guy. His role is to go in through the door, stop, turn around, look, make sure nobody saw them enter, and close the door, okay? That is harder to do with a rifle in your hand than what you think.
You have to plan where your gun is going to land,
yes.
So you can, when you go in, you have to plan everything in reverse. So if you're going in and you want the gun to be in this hand, it actually has to be in this hand because you're going to turn around. You're going to full 180. And then when you look now, everything has to be in the other hand.
Yeah.
So you really have to plan it.
You have to plan it. And he found that out. And I was like, shit,
through about 4 dry runs, he figured that out.
I was like, God damn it. So the first full kit run, I'm like, we can't even use it.
It was like 3 kitted runs. That's right, because he kept doing the fucking...
So I was like, okay, figure this out before we run the next kitted run, okay? So he like plays with the door a little bit. It takes him some time, whatever. Okay, I think I figured it out. All right, dope. Full kit, run it again. Let's go. So they run it again, right? Mr. Bass Player, he gets to the door and has forgotten everything that he just learned.
From the moment he said, I'm ready, and his hand left the door handle, to the moment he walked to the hedges in the front yard, he had forgotten. Yeah, I'm surprised he knew we were shooting a music video. Bass player, you know who you are if you're watching. I see you. I'm standing right here. You know where I live. Come over. Let's hang out.
He's gonna talk so much shit the next time.
I'm so
him.
ready. I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready for it.
But so I was like, okay, figure out your door again. Okay, figures out the door again. All right, 3rd kitted run. Let's run it. So we run it again. Okay, and this time for whatever reason, So everybody gets into the house, and he's like 4 to 5 seconds behind everybody getting into the house. And I was like, fuck, dude, you got to be faster. You got to be faster.
It's there's so many things going on in his brain.
Yeah, and I get it, because everybody...
He's got the gun. He needs to do the hands. He's got to make it look good.
Let me put you into the mindset, okay? We live in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Okay, people can shoot people for breaking into somebody else's property. Okay, hey, I didn't know what their intentions were. They were kitted up with, they may have been trying to kill them. Okay, so the risk is real. Okay, in what we're doing, and it looks bad.
And where we filmed this, I won't give anything away about where we filmed it, but I know where we filmed this. We talked to the people around there, and all of the people around there are very true Wyomingites.
Yes.
And I say that in the sense of we are very...
They armed.
We appreciate our gun rights and our, and our conservatism around here. And so the people around this area where we shot this are very well aware of any goings-on, any suspicious goings-on around their properties. So it's like Chris said, the risk is definitely like, if we hadn't have had conversations about this with these people, there's a possibility we could have like straight up got ran up on.
Yeah.
Like somebody might have ran up on us and been like...
And the possibility even then is still very, like, everybody's nervous. I mean,
you said, with the The people that were in the neighborhood. So if you're looking at this front door in the video, the way we have it set up now, if you're looking across the street and like one to the right, there was people like looking out, like they didn't have their porch light on, but you could see all their silhouettes in the bay window, and the 2 or 3 silhouettes. And then one guy eventually moseys out, and he's on his porch step and just kind of standing there and just kind of watching, like waving back and forth and just watching. And like, it's there
was some real risk here.
You know, it's this, and like you said, we talked about this scene right here, these 9 seconds right here for weeks. This was kind of the whole like.
It's a cool idea, but how do we get away with it?
This was the speed bump before we started filming any of it, was how are we getting away with this scene just in some neighborhood, just legitimately breaking into someone's house. Like, we're doing everything here that, other than having a camera and a light, it is just a break-in, you know? A break into someone's unlocked house, someone's unsuspecting unlocked house, you know?
Yeah. So... I tensions were very high, and I was
rough.
very understanding of, like, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, we need to get this done.
B guy, God,
Mr. Bass,
Mr. Bass,
get her done. So
see you.
I was like, you need to be faster, and I remember rhythm guitar. Okay, he's like, let's go, guys, we've got to get the. He's like. On the verge of full panic hysteria. I do not want to do this again.
He was almost like panic attack, like getting pretty close to like
I don't blame him.
My situation, you know, there are certain things where I was like, we need to do this as fast as possible. Yeah. And we just need to get it done and then shut it down. Yeah. Yep. So I was feeling the pressure too. I was like,
we were all sweating.
It was
we're all sweating. So on the 5th run, we finally got one that wasn't as good as what I wanted, but it was good enough. And that's what you see here.
It's crazy that like we talked about it for so long, and it's still like it still ended up being this super tense like. Yeah. Even we had a good plan and we had everything, and it just, you don't realize it until you're there. And there was no other option. It was like, we do it this way, or we
don't.
Or it's going to take us another few months because we got to find a location. We got to talk to a guy. We got to figure out a property. We got to do we have to do all this stuff that we've worked up to do this thing for at this spot. And it was just kind of like a yay or nay. And it was like a few days before the shot, and it was like, yep, let's just go.
Let's just do it.
And we just have to have it super planned out. And so we went through all this planning to do just this. And I know we've talked about this for 25 minutes now leading up to this setup, but it's crazy how much went into just this short amount, this little snippet of the whole video that kind of really is the synopsis.
It's a very important
is
part
the synopsis
of the,
of the entire video. What this whole thing has been leading up to is like, oh shit. And it happens quick, so maybe your first time through, you don't really get the gist of what's going on. But then you see the end of the video, and you're like, oh, these guys are like breaking into a house or something. And then you can go back and watch all the little clips and watch it build up, and you're like, oh shit, no, this is like a lead up into like they're breaking. What are they doing?
That'll be answered in the second video.
Why are they breaking into someone's house? Like, wait a second. Are these guys okay? They're just staging a robbery or what's going on here? So
let's watch.
Here we go.
This very tense, full-grown men about shitting their pants,
dude,
trying to get this scene shot. And he still took his sweet time.
He still was. If you look at the gap between the last two people, he's having a good time in that shot. But if you look at the gap between the last two people, watch. Look, here you go. But you know what? It worked out. And it actually ended up playing really well into the video.
It did, yeah.
The fact that he kind of just isn't worried, he kind of just saunters in confidently and then turns around and looks.
Did anybody see? Okay,
and then
good.
Boom, shuts that, and then video out.
Yeah.
So to be continued, ladies and gentlemen. To be continued.
So this video brings up a lot of questions as far as what are they doing with a cop car?
Hi, we're back.
Why are they breaking into this house?
Right.
All of those will be answered in the second video. And I think you guys are really going to like it.
All of those will be answered, but yet there's still going to be questions left on the table.
Yes.
And then all those questions, the whole thing will wrap in video 3. And that's what's so cool is we're already working with this band to project out 2 videos from now.
Yeah.
And we haven't even started shooting the second one. They're so
and I think
ready
the fun
to do
thing
it.
was sitting there in the meeting going, okay, first video's done. Watch the first video again. What questions would you have if you've never seen this before?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Who are these guys? How did they get here? Like, whose house is this? Is that theirs?
Almost
Or, like,
exactly
what-
like all of their social media. That's all it
Yeah.
says on their social media is, who are we? How did we get here? Where did we come from?
Yeah.
All will be revealed in due
Weird.
time. And it's like, dude, I love the way they're
Love
setting
it.
this up.
It's so good.
There are a few people out there who know who they are. Obviously, that they have friends and family, and those people know. And I've even had a couple of my old friends get a hold of me, and one in particular that you guys have seen on this channel before, Derek Kepner, my good buddy from Florida, my old lead singer. He got a hold of me the other day and was like, "Dude, who's in this band that you're working with? I want to know." And I was like,
And there's a pretty big piece of kit in there that gives away one member.
"There's a giant piece of kit in there.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the biggest pieces of kit in there that give away one of the members."
Right.
But yeah, so he hit me up, and so like I love that the way they're generating the hype. It's just
Yeah.
like, and you go to their Facebook.
Well, and the funny thing is like we posted the promo on Facebook, right? And
Yeah.
I'm watching this because I run Snapback Records with Matt, and we're watching the socials and sharing and shit. And somebody commented on that promo video that said, "Oh, finally another band I can work with." And I know that this guy strongly dislikes at least 2 to 3 members of this band. And I was like, this is good. This is really good. And that's the problem they're kind of trying to solve with this is Casper, the music scene has been broken for so long that like, hey, you know what? Maybe I was a piece of shit 10 years ago, but guess what? Like, I've come a long way. I've learned things.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
craft,
yeah.
I've been honing in skill. Like, I'm not, this is not, us from 10 years ago.
Right.
And so I think it's really cool to see this band come in and do this thing and just prove that, like, hey, you don't like me, but, like, that's over some stupid shit forever ago.
And the cool thing is like to play into that, like,
Yeah.
what if you don't even know who I am?
Yeah. Would you like my music then?
What
Like,
if all you
weird.
had to go off of was just the music that I make?
Yeah.
Then would it be a different story? Can we put our differences aside and just weird, right? Like just be
be
about
a
the
music
music.
scene. Like,
just be about the music
weird.
and like, wow, you guys are great musicians and your group is awesome and I like what you're doing and we should book shows together. Like it doesn't matter if you don't like the people, if you don't like who's associated or anything. And I love the fact that, like you said, that they're just they're staying anonymous. And slowly people, hopefully the idea for them is that this music video will generate some attention and slowly people will start to there are some there are some blatant giveaways in that music video as to who the members are, especially if you're from around Casper.
If you've been around here for a
if you're
while.
from even from around Wyoming, there are some blatant giveaways for who is in the band. But I love the fact that they're not giving anything up. They're the ones that are just like, yeah, okay, like we do what we do and we are who we are, but who are we?
Yeah.
Like if you're an OG, you might know, but if you don't know, we're just some random. And now you like we have some socials and we have some things, but you don't know who we are because we're not giving that up.
Yep.
And it seems to be working really, really well. And like you said, it's already gained some attention from like the local scene around here. But as far as like, oh, there's new blood on the street. It's gained some attention. Someone picked it up on YouTube. I don't know who it was, but 1,200 views in 24 hours with 6 subscribers is unheard of for a band page that got created several hours before that happened. That is unheard of. So someone picked it up and circulated it for a little bit. It caught attention somewhere on something in the echelon of YouTube, and then came back around. And that I think the ambiguity helped with that.
Yeah.
I really do think it's like this mysterious thing where it's like, what is this? Because humans are always like we're creatures of habit. We want to know things. We need the information. So when you're missing a part of that, it helps it stay like it keeps it interesting.
And just as the anonymous band trope is gaining a ton of traction, and that has to do with Sleep Token. Doing
Sleep
what they're
Token,
doing.
yeah. And who's the Norwegian dudes that always wear the masks with the weird like kind of devilly looking mask with the movable mouths on them? Is that Sleep Token or is that a different band?
I think there's a different.
It's like a
band.
Norwegian. I think they're Norwegians. I'm not sure, but they're super heavy metal and
Ghost.
Okay, there you go. Yep. Are they Norwegian, Jess? I don't know. Maybe that was a misinformation from
They're
social
fucking
media. But
good.
they're really good.
Yeah.
Their drummer's a beast, dude.
Guar. Yep. Guar started.
Guar did, and Guar. They played here a couple years ago. They did a show
That shit
here.
was crazy. And here's the thing: I didn't go to. It was a free show, if I remember right,
It
down
was
at
at
David Street Station.
It was at Sonny's RV. They emptied out the lot,
yeah.
but it was
Yep.
close to David Street. It was like downtown. Yeah.
I didn't go to that show not because I didn't want to see them. There was so many fucking people that went. I was like, I'm not.
My uncle went to that one, and he said
Yeah.
it was literally like it was the experience.
Yeah.
They had the blood thing and the guts, and they did
Yeah.
all the whole. It was like, if you're into that thing, they brought
did
it
it
here
all.
and they did the entire production, man.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, super cool.
But the thing, and I was talking about it with Matt the other night and his roommate. Like, I'm happy to see this band doing and taking the steps that they're taking because it's what the music scene around here needs.
It really is.
And that's the whole thing me and Matt have been trying to do, like, with the start of 307 Reacts, with the start of Snapback Records, is get into this scene, help people out, show them that, like, listen, it's not about what so-and-so thinks about you or what your plans are, and your mom says you can't do it or, like, whatever. Okay? Get in there, do your craft, put the content out, and let the people decide. Okay?
At the ground level, and I've said the differing opinion to this on the page, and this is why I'm saying it this way. At the ground level, it is not a competition. At the ground level, it is a community. You want people to like get together and work together and build these great shows. That's how you end up getting big polls for contact booking for label bands. That's how you get them in, is when you have a strong base community that has a really positive reputation. That's when bigger bands start to see, oh, well, Casper's got like this thriving music scene. There's like venues to play, and they're booking 250 average crowds. Like that's sure. Big bands are going to take notice of that. Like big bands will play a 200 crowd room all day. They'll play a 200 cap, 300 cap all day. Like if the money's there, they're going to come in and play. So if the community is there to build the money, to make the support, to bring in the big bands.
Yep.
And then again, once you get into the like higher echelon of music, the music industry, it does become a competition. You obviously you're competing for ticket sales, you're competing for stage space, you're competing for merch sales, that kind of a thing. But still, you're still, I mean, even when you play with the big bands, I've never played with a band bigger than me and not had a great interaction with them after. Because I'll go up and just be like, dude, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for playing. I can't believe I get to add this to my resume. Like this, I've listened to you guys since I was a kid, and now that I get to play the stage with you, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And I think 95, 96% of my interactions, maybe I've had one or two bad ones. Most of them are just like super cool dudes that they're just band kids also.
Yeah.
They're just band kids that had some different opportunities than you had. And like, if you talk to them, they're just regular people, Like we talked to Demon Jones and Adam Calhoun and all those guys. They're just regular people. They're just out there, they've just worked their business into a way that it's successful for them.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing. They're managing a business, and that's really the difference.
And that's the thing, is like when you're running a business, right? Like, I'm down here working at Horizon Automotive, okay? We're killing it as a little shop that we are. But like if we were to sit there and there's several, when it comes to talking shit about other shops, okay, because there's some bad shops.
Oh,
in town,
there are some
okay?
really bad shops.
But like we won't ever
backwards. They're not around anymore.
We won't ever go and say, hey, I wouldn't necessarily go there. A lot of times what I'll do is they're like, oh, well, I'm thinking about taking it up to so-and-so because, they have, and I go, well, they could probably do it. I said, but I know a guy that works over at, and then I'll suggest a better shop, right? There was a shop. Now, the only exception to this was Backwards. Backwards Mechanics was a shop here in town, and they were outright committing fraud, like screwing people over big time. We just lasered them, okay? But this is the thing. When you run a business, you don't want to be that business that's known for talking shit about other people, okay? You may have your own opinions, whatever. It's the same thing in a band. I have played great shows with bands that I don't necessarily care for the members. But you know what? Their music is good. They brought a good product to the stage, and they showed up on time, and they loaded in and did their job. And when it came time to, split the tickets and their money, their bookkeeper was on top of it. Like, I did not like the lead singer of that band because he was whatever, okay? Don't care. Okay, they had good business sense.
How did they manage themselves? Like how did they manage their business when they showed up? Like how did they perform?
And the Casper music scene has turned into well, I'm better than you because I played with so and so, blah blah blah, and you can't be on my bill. And I manage 50 different bands, and they do this thing, and like whatever, and like it's like, bro, nobody cares. Okay, it's about.
Nobody knows. That's the whole. We're in Casper.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Why are you trying to clout chase if nobody even knows who you are?
Well, everybody around here knows who I am. Like, fucking
65 people know who you are. Good for you. I have 41,000 subscribers on YouTube, and still nobody knows who I am. So what are we talking about, dude? Like, it's so weird to make a competition out of such this small little, like, why wouldn't we all just try to be like, oh, we're all friends? And like when these guys play their shows, all the other bands show up to support them playing their show. I'm not on stage, doesn't matter. I'm just there because these guys are cool and I want to, it's instead it's I'm specifically not going to their show because they dissed me or they did this, that, or the other, or I don't like that guy.
He drives a Subaru and I think that's gay.
Well, I heard 16 years ago when he turned 21, he said this thing to my friend that really offended her, and it's just like, and because of that reason, I'm not, and it's like, oh my God, grow up. Just grow up and just be part of the community again. Who cares, right? People make mistakes, things happen, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just be a part of the community so that we can make our community better. And it is starting to show a little bit. The music scene in Casper is doing okay. There definitely is this weird competition thing still that I don't understand. I've never understood it. Why don't we all just like, I have a music studio. We can record music in here. No, I'd rather go pay some guy $7,000 in Fort Collins to hit record and hit stop and give me a shitty product and take it back and just have the cloud of, I went to the blasting room. Great. Do you know how many bands they've recorded there? Do you know how many better bands than you they record there? And do you know how many bands they care about and they don't care about you there?
Yeah.
I'll spend 12 months on your album here if I need to. It's proven. I've done it. Mm-hmm. But no, we can't do that because we have to have some weird clout attached to our name that makes us... You play the same shows as everybody else. That's the whole thing. Is like we're all playing the same stage. How is it somehow better when you play it versus when I play it? I don't know, dude. Casper's weird.
As the structure fails, we'll have to make our Casper debut at some point. Hell yeah.
Are they in here?
Come on through, boys.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Matt drives a Subaru because secretly he's a lesbian.
Oh, it's a maroon red one. Cool. It's a maroon red Forester too. So I mean, it's literally like the.
By the way, if you guys didn't know, Subaru specifically.
This is what I'm getting at right here.
There is a boardroom of members who came together and said, "Listen, we need to sell more Subaru Foresters. We're going to target lesbians in the Pacific Northwest." Just so you know, that was an actual thing that happened.
Ladies, I am single. And looking for a, female partner because I'm female as well. So, just for anyone out there that's interested, this is why I bought the lesbian mobile. Okay.
So they targeted Matt. Yes.
M seeking female partner. Yes. So they are correct.
Casper's just big enough to get ourselves in trouble and small enough to have uncomfortable familiarity that kills the vibe. Absolutely. Yep. That's what I was telling Chris Morgado when he moved here. I was like, bro. Casper is one of those towns that's big enough that there's things to do, but it's small enough that you don't lose the small town vibe.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this town.
Hey, as a structure fails, if you guys are still in here, any of you guys, if I can catch you really quick, I just want to ask, when you do your live performances, do you guys have, and maybe we've been told this before, I forget things. Do you guys have like a light guy? Do you guys travel with your own lighting equipment? Do you have somebody that manages all of your sound and lighting? Like when you roll into a place, do you have a team of people that just help you make the thing?
Or even you yourselves, like unload lights.
Or do you rely on the house sound guy and the house sound equipment? Like, do you come in and just have the full setup, or is it like a 50-50 split? I just want to know how you guys manage your live setup. And you don't have to get too detailed. And again, you might not even be here if you're not. I just want to know, like, I'm trying to figure out how to make my situation more efficient for what I'm kind of doing and what we're kind of doing. So I'm just wondering, like, how you guys manage that part of your business. Like, how do you do that? Have you just invested thousands of dollars into sound equipment and light equipment because you guys have been together for multiple years and you just have acquired these things and you can just now do this stuff? Do you program all your stuff so you can just come in and plug it all in and it plays all to MIDI and it just triggers all on its own? How do you do it? How do you do it? I don't it's one part of the live aspect that I've never really understood, because I've always just gone in and relied on the house sound guy to do the house thing. And then if we have lights, we just bring in our own lights and plug them in and just manage them. So how do you guys do it in a nutshell kind of way without giving away too much? How do you do? How do you do?
Bill, yes, if you ever come through, Casper, hit us up. Maybe we'll just do breakfast here at the studio. I'll have my wife come and cook.
Dude, the place is always open, man. The place, it might be in
shambles.
It might be in disrepair when you show up, but I promise you, we can still cook breakfast here. Okay, we'll make it happen, for sure.
By the way, Battlefield came out with their battle royale. We got first place last night.
What?
And it was funny because Doobie's like, dude, they're shooting from the windows, and I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like in the Call of Duty vibe, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a fucking problem. And I was like, wait, this is Battlefield. Took an RPG,
blow the walls off.
That building
blow the walls
down.
off. They're shooting from the windows. Oh, take cover. No, arm yourself up and just ka-choo, ka-choo, ka-choo. There we go. Taken care of. Target acquired.
Oh God, she promised me breakfast. Yeah, it's been a while, man.
Who's
been
that?
A while. Kenna.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Because she was making biscuits and gravy one day, dude. Oh my God, so good.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I got it. I got my answer, everybody. We try to play better equipped venues that come with a lighting guy. Ooh, okay.
Okay, bring our own sound guy.
As things get bigger, we'll need a bigger crew. Okay, so you bring a sound guy, but you rely on a venue with a lighting guy. Okay, so
lighting. So I assume the
James
lighting.
Bond, what's going on, buddy?
What's up? So I assume the lighting and sound is provided by the venue,
right?
And then they just bring their sound guy to look over the shoulder,
and he kind of does like the we set it up this way, or maybe has like some presets. Yeah. So okay, so follow up question for you boys. When you do, I was just watching the replay. Get out of my way. When you rely on an in-house lighting guy, does that lighting guy, like, does he listen to your tracks previously to you getting there? And then like have an idea for how he's going to set up your set, or does he just go on the fly,
just free ball it?
Like, because from what we've seen of your guys' live set, it seems like your lights are pretty well timed. And if you're relying on an in-house lighting guy and he's just nailing it like that, is that just because he's done so many metal bands that he kind of has an idea of layouts and kind of what to do, or is it because you sent him the tracks prior to getting there?
Or just like the technology in our lights, maybe there's some of that just going on. He goes, hey, turns it on, sets the brightness.
With some DMX shit and laptop stuff and the more advanced side of the lighting, that's the only tracking we've ever had is a little dial on the back of the thing that tracks or doesn't track. But I know DMX setups, you can get in your laptop and set different parameters for low frequencies and high frequencies and how things trigger and when they. So that was a specific guy we've used before, but he didn't fully know the set. Yes, he did fully know the set because I didn't see a single miss in what I've seen. Like, yeah.
By the way, in case you guys missed it, this is a iced coffee from Black Rifle Company.
Unloaded twisted tea.
I call these shit missiles, okay, because they have 300 milligrams of caffeine in them. So here in about an hour, we're gonna have a good time.
Boys, I really appreciate the information and also appreciate the fact that you guys are still here. It's awesome. The support we get from some of our followers, man. It's the reason.
And if you guys roll through, I'm sure Carp King would be stoked to open.
Oh, it would be
they would lose their minds.
I know they'd be psyched. Yep, they'd be psyched.
Yeah.
You should do that because that would be awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, we've had fun, guys. I think we're going to wrap up here.
It's been 2 hours. We should probably call it. I have this
yeah.
much of this Twisted Tea left. I'm going to finish it on this live stream, and then I
got
think that's
dinner
our
just calling my name.
that's
Dude,
our
my
timer.
fat ass fucking hadn't eaten since lunch. Okay?
I need to, yeah. I'm gonna have to figure. I still got to go get some stuff. I'm taking off early in the morning. I'm gonna go do some fishing, guys. Maybe I'll make a Patreon in the morning. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where it ends up. But
I'm so tired. Well, hey, Bill, you get you some rest, bro.
Bill, I'm going to bed too shortly after this, so I get it, dude.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay? So we're going to play this video out one more time, give you guys one more chance to watch it. Be sure to go to Carp King's fucking YouTube. It's pinned to the top of the chat.
Please.
Go there, leave a like.
Please.
Share it. Put it on your OnlyFans, your Facebooks, your Instagram, your X. It's not Twitter anymore.
Please.
Okay. Fucking anywhere you can put it, throw it out there. Share it at your grandma's house. Send it through the mail. Okay.
Do it.
Get it out there.
You can send it through the mail.
And make sure you subscribe.
Put
to
it on a
these
thumb
guys.
drive, send it to your grandma in the mail, and teach her how to use it. And then you and your grandma can bond and watch metal together.
Watch
and it's awesome.
metal together.
Yeah.
Okay. Much love and respect, guys. We're going to James Bond. I appreciate you coming through, buddy.
You guys are awesome. As the structure fails, you guys are the boys. There's a reason I have permanently placed you guys on my body. It's just the two-songer you guys came out with recently is unbelievable, dude. That the Poison Drip is. Have you heard it yet? Oh my god, it's insane.
I was playing it on. Now, mind you, Old Blue is not the bastion of music listening. It could be, but I was jamming it.
What's funny is it's about to be the bastion of speed that we once denied it of being a few years ago.
Yes.
It is about to be that.
It's about to be that.
And I have a competitor car that's also about to be that, and it's gonna.
And we also have another fun.
And then the
dude,
cut, and then the half
wait.
baby. Oh, it's gonna be so good. You
There's
guys.
so much good car content coming next
we have
year.
such good stuff coming up, man. We might be the next big time or the next donut. Just saying.
Probably
like,
not.
Not even close.
I don't even have that budget.
But
dude.
it's okay. We could be the next Mighty Car Mods, and that's the best That's the world's best 4-wheel drive off-road channel. So.
Yes. Well, peace, much love. Let's go ahead and watch this video one more time. We'll set it up.
I'm gonna mute the mics.
If you guys
Yep.
enjoyed this live stream.
Wait. Let's make sure it's. Hang on. Let me get everything set before you do our sign off, because if I do it incorrectly, it's gonna be fucking terrible. So okay, so we're good. I'm gonna drag it.
You told me to wait.
Okay, we're good. I'm just gonna go ahead. All right.
You guys enjoyed this live stream as much as we did. Be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Let's watch it one more time.
Here we go. I'm muting the mics. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Happy Halloween. We can love every single one of you guys. Here we go. Whispers of